You're lying in bed at 7 a.m., and before you even sit up, the wave hits. That queasy, stomach turning feeling that makes you wonder if you can even make it to the bathroom. You thought morning sickness meant feeling bad in the morning, but it's 2 p.m., and you still can't look at food without gagging. You're exhausted, hungry, but the thought of eating makes everything worse. Here's what nobody tells you: morning sickness affects up to 80% of pregnant women. And for many, it's not just morning, it's all day misery that peaks between week 6 and 14. You're not being dramatic, you're not weak, and you're not alone in feeling like this is impossible. If this video helps, subscribe for more pregnancy health guidance you can actually use. Today, we're covering 7 specific foods with actual scientific backing that can help settle your stomach, reduce nausea, and help you get the nutrients you and your baby need without making you feel worse. These aren't old wives' tales. These are evidence-based strategies you can start using today. Strategic eating can transform your experience from surviving to managing. You have more control than you think. Let's start with the gold standard for pregnancy nausea relief: ginger. This isn't just something your grandmother swore by. Multiple studies show that ginger actually reduces nausea by affecting serotonin receptors in your digestive system. It directly calms stomach contractions without any medication. But here's what matters for you right now: the form and dose make a difference. You need about 1 gram of ginger daily. That's roughly 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger. But you have options. You can steep fresh ginger slices in hot water for 10 minutes to make tea. You can keep ginger candies on your bedside table for when you first wake up. You can try crystallized ginger and eat 1 piece when nausea hits. Or you can drink ginger ale, but make sure it's made with real ginger, not just ginger flavoring. Here's why having multiple forms matters. Your taste preferences are going to change during pregnancy. What works one day might make you nauseous the next. So stock up on a few different options. Try them at different times. Something will work. And when it does, you'll have immediate relief right when you need it most. Now let's talk about why keeping crackers on your nightstand actually works. This isn't just folklore. There's real science here. When you wake up in the morning, your blood sugar is low. That low blood sugar intensifies nausea. Eating plain crackers before you even stand up does 2 things. It absorbs stomach acid and it stabilizes your blood sugar. Both of these reduce that morning wave of sickness. The best options are the simplest ones: saltines, plain rice cakes, dry toast, pretzels. Bland is actually the point here. You're giving your stomach something easy to process that prevents the acid buildup that makes nausea worse. Simple carbohydrates digest quickly without requiring much stomach activity. Your body can handle them even when it can't handle anything else. Here's your strategy. Eat 5 crackers about 20 minutes before you get out of bed. Keep a box right on your nightstand. And don't just use them in the morning. Eat a few crackers between meals whenever your stomach feels empty. But an empty stomach creates more acid, and more acid means more nausea. You're breaking that cycle with something your body can actually tolerate. Next, we need to talk about protein. This is crucial. Protein stabilizes blood sugar longer than carbohydrates do. That means it prevents those blood sugar dips that trigger nausea throughout your day. But not all proteins are going to sound appealing right now, so let's focus on the ones that work best during morning sickness. Hard-boiled eggs are your friend. Make several at once when you're feeling okay, then keep them in the fridge. 1 hard-boiled egg has 6 grams of protein. Pair it with a few crackers, and you've got a stomach-settling combination. Greek yogurt works well too. Plain or vanilla are usually the easiest to tolerate. Nut butters like almond or peanut butter on crackers give you protein with almost no preparation. Cheese sticks, hummus, lean chicken or turkey. These all digest slowly and provide sustained energy without the blood sugar roller coaster that makes you feel worse. Here's the key: small portions every 2 to 3 hours. You're not trying to eat a full meal. You're keeping your system gently fueled so those energy dips don't happen. And here's a tip that helps many women. Cold proteins often work better than hot ones when nausea is severe. They have less smell. Less smell means less chance of triggering that gag reflex. Now let's look at vitamin B6. Research shows that vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, significantly reduces pregnancy nausea. Scientists aren't entirely sure why. It's possibly related to how it affects neurotransmitter function in your brain. But what matters is that it works, and you can get adequate amounts just through food. You need 1.9 milligrams daily during pregnancy. One medium banana has zero point 0.4 milligrams. One cup of chickpeas has 1.1 milligrams. Ancha, a potato with the skin on, has zero point 0.5 milligrams. Fortified cereals, salmon, and chicken breast are also good sources. Your practical approach? Add one banana to your morning routine. Include chickpeas in your lunch, maybe in a salad or as hummus. Make sure you're eating foods with B6 consistently. Here's what's different about vitamin B6 compared to ginger. Ginger gives you immediate relief when nausea hits. Vitamin B6 works preventatively. You're building levels in your system over days. That consistent intake reduces your overall nausea severity over time. It's safe, it's effective, and you can get what you need through food alone. You're not just treating symptoms, you're actually reducing them. Let's talk about temperature strategy. When hot food smells make you nauseous, cold foods become your best friend. Here's the science. Cold foods release fewer odor molecules. Temperature matters because those strong smells are often what triggers your gag reflex. Plus, cold temperature can have a mild numbing effect on an irritated stomach. Your best options? Frozen grapes. They're hydrating and they settle your stomach. Popsicles, especially fruit-based ones or even ginger-infused ones. Smoothies where you blend banana, yogurt, and berries together. Cold watermelon, chilled applesauce, frozen yogurt. All of these give you nutrients without requiring you to deal with hot food smells or heavy textures. Smoothies are particularly valuable because they deliver nutrients, protein, and hydration all at once. You're not having to chew, you're not dealing with strong smells, and you can prepare for them in advance. Make smoothie packs, put banana, berries, and even some spinach in freezer bags. When you need one, just blend with yogurt. You've got a complete nutritious option that your stomach can actually handle. Hydration is critical, but drinking water on an upset stomach can feel impossible. Here's the problem. Dehydration actually worsens nausea. So you need fluids, but getting them down is hard. Let's solve this with strategies that actually work when you're feeling sick. Add fresh lemon to your water. Citrus often helps with nausea. Try ice chips or frozen fruit. These provide hydration slowly, which is easier on your stomach. Sip herbal teas. Peppermint and chamomile are both pregnancy safe and they settle your stomach. Drink between meals, not with meals. This reduces stomach fullness. Try electrolyte drinks like coconut water or pregnancy-safe sports drinks when plain water isn't working. Your goal is 8 cups daily, but how you get there matters. Sipping constantly is better than trying to drink large amounts at once. Keep a water bottle with a straw accessible. Take small sips every 15 minutes throughout your day. If water makes you nauseous, try it ice cold or add some flavor. Do what works. Getting hydration in any form is what matters. You need to know the dehydration warning signs. Dark urine, dizziness, or inability to keep any liquid down for 12 hours. If you're experiencing these, contact your doctor. Severe dehydration needs medical attention. But for most women, these sipping strategies keep you hydrated even when you're feeling sick. Finally, let's talk about the pattern that underlies everything we've discussed. How you eat matters as much as what you eat. Never let your stomach get completely empty. An empty stomach increases acid production, and that acid makes nausea worse. Your ideal pattern? Eat something small every 2 to 3 hours, even if it's just a few crackers. Eat before you feel hungry. This sounds counterintuitive. But hunger actually intensifies nausea. By the time you feel hungry, your blood sugar has already dropped and your nausea is worse. Stay ahead of it. Have a bedside snack ready for middle of the night waking. Keep small portions throughout the day rather than trying to eat large meals that overfill your stomach. Here's your morning strategy. Crackers before rising, then protein within 30 minutes of getting up, then small meals throughout the day. Your evening strategy? A light snack before bed. This prevents that empty stomach overnight that makes morning sickness so much worse the next day. You're essentially keeping your digestive system gently occupied all day. You're not forcing large meals. You're strategically fueling yourself in a way that prevents the conditions that trigger nausea. This is really hard. You're doing your best. Feeling desperate for relief is completely normal, Small victories count here. Getting any nutrition in is success. You're not failing if you can only manage crackers and ginger tea some days. You're managing an incredibly challenging symptom while growing a human being. That's remarkable. These strategies give you tools. Try different combinations. What works will probably change week to week as your pregnancy progresses. Keep the foods that help stocked and accessible. Prepare things in advance on days you feel better. Ask your partner or family to help with food prep when you're struggling. Morning sickness typically peaks between weeks 6 and 14, then improves for most women. You're not going to feel like this forever. These weeks are temporary. But while you're in them, strategic eating gives you real control. You can reduce symptoms, you can get nutrition in, you can make this more manageable. You have more control than you think. These 7 foods and eating patterns aren't just suggestions. They're evidence-based strategies that work for most women dealing with morning sickness. Start with what sounds most doable. Keep crackers accessible. Try ginger in whatever form you can tolerate. Eat small amounts of protein frequently. Build your vitamin B6 through bananas and chickpeas. Choose cold foods when hot smells trigger you. Stay hydrated with whatever liquids work. Never let your stomach get empty. Something on this list will work for you. You're going to find what helps. And when you do, you'll have the relief you need to get through this phase. You've got this.